Softball Complex after a couple hours delay to let the field dry out as much as possible after yesterday's rains. It is time for day number 10 of the FGCL. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning for the first of 3 games on Field 2. We're starting things off with the Pioneers taking on the Manatee Impact. Here is the starting lineup for the Pioneers. They are 1-6 on the year on a 1-game losing streak. They're in 11th place in the league, 6 games back. In the loss column for head coach Erica Beach, the lineup is Haley Love, the left fielder, leading things off with Gwen Hall. Right field batting second, Bailey Davis. First base batting third, Leah Sims, the extra player, batting fourth. Valerie Combs will catch and bat fifth. Batting sixth is Kennedy Shea, the shortstop. Caitlin Ty, second base, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Ella Dawson, the starting pitcher. Sydney Lamont, third base, batting ninth. And Jet Harrell, the center fielder, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Impact the right-handed freshman out of Miami, Ohio, Shelby Krieger. Krieger so far on the year, making her 5th appearance for the Impact. She's pitched 17 innings with a 1-2 record, 23 runs allowed, 22 earned for a 9.06 ERA, 26 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 13 walks. She has a .229 whip entering play today. Haley Love steps in, and here comes the first pitch. It bounces away for ball 1. As a team, the Impact have given up 29 runs, 26 earned in 7 games for a 3.96 team ERA and a 1.57 team whip. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Love. Line to second. George is there. She'll make the catch for out number 1. That will bring up the right fielder, Gwen Hall. First pitch to her. Called strike. That one's lined to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. So the first hit of the game comes with 1 out here in the top of the first for Gwen Hall. That will bring up the first baseman, Bailey Davis. Davis batting .300, 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, a couple of walks for an over .400 OBP. The first pitch just misses for ball 1. As a team, the Neers enter today's game with a team batting average of .295. They scored 35 runs in their 7 games. They have a team on base percentage of .382 entering today's play. In the field for the Impact, Towery in left, Madlock in center. Swink in right. Ellis at third. Laying it short with George at second. Carter at first. Nolte behind the plate, catching Krieger. And Parrish and Montalvo are the DPs and extra hitters. That one's taking the left center field gap. And that's going to be cut off just before it gets to the wall by Madlock. Rounding second and heading to third. And arriving safely is Hall, and that is a double for Bailey Davis. The Pioneers have come out swinging against the Impact. As that will bring up the extra player, Leah Sims. Sims, 3 of 13 on the year, batting .231 with an RBI. A couple of walks. First pitch is inside for ball 1. .86 degrees at first pitch, sunny skies. Wind again blowing out here on field 2. Bat away 1-1. Yesterday, the Pioneers were run ruled by the Queens 13-4, and the Impact walked off the rodeo 3-2. Off day tomorrow, there will be a portal workout that will be streamed for those players that are in the transfer portal. It's coming up tomorrow morning at 10. That ball is skied to shallow center. Charging in is Madlock. She'll make the catch. No one can tag, and there's 2 away. So 2 outs, runners on second and third for the catcher, Valerie Combs, as the Nears trying to strike first here in the top of the first inning. Here comes the first pitch to Combs. Outside for ball 1. Combs batting .286. She's 4 of 14 with 2 doubles and 2 walks on the season. Swings and misses there. 1 ball, 1 strike. These teams on Thursday. The Impact will take on the Finns at 2:30 here on field 2. It'll be the Pioneers hosting the rodeo at noon here on field 2. Underway over on field 1, the Skeeters and the rodeo. Keep you up to date on that one as it continues. Called strike, 2-2. Coming up next here on field 2, it'll be the Slice and the River Mocs, followed by the Sea Cows and the Circus. Finns and the Squeeze at noon on field 1, followed by the Aquanauts and the Queens. Combs swings and misses at strike 3 as Krieger got her with a change, and that'll do it for the Nears here in the first. They threaten but cannot get anybody across. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We played a half inning. Pioneers nothing. Impact coming to bat. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the first. No score between the Pioneers and the Impact. Here is the starting lineup for the Manatee Impact. They are 4-3 entering today's game on a 3-game win streak. They're in 5th place in the league standings, 3 games behind the Queens, who are in 1st place in the loss column. For head coach Ashley Prange, the starting lineup is Taryn Madlock, the center fielder, leading things off. Emma George, second base, batting second. Lily Parrish, designated player, bats third. Ella Carter, first base, bats fourth. Taylor Ellis, third base, batting fifth, with Cameron Nolte, the catcher, batting sixth. Addison Swink, right field, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Kennedy Lange, the shortstop. Megan Towery, left field, bats ninth. And Chloe Montalvo, extra hitter, batting 10th. They're facing in the circle for the Pioneers, the right-handed freshman out of New Mexico, Ella Dawson. Dawson so far here in the FGCL, making her 6th appearance. She's pitched 12 innings with a 1-2 record. 14 runs allowed, 7 have been earned for a 4.08 ERA. 15 hits, 13 strikeouts, and 14 walks. The whip sits at 242. As a team, the Nears have allowed 59 runs, 36 earned through the first 7 games. That's a 5.73 team ERA and a team whip at 218. Dawson toes the rubber, and Taryn Madlock will lead things off. First pitch to her is fouled away for strike one. Madlock batting .294, 5 of 17 with 4 runs scored, an RBI, a couple of doubles, and a walk. 1 ball, 1 strike. Defensively for the Pioneers, Love in left, Harrell in center, Hall in right, Lamont at third, Shea at short, Ty at second, Davis at first with Combs behind the plate catching Dawson, and Sims the extra hitter. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Madlock. Swing and a miss, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's Ashley Prangy, the head coach of the Impact, the 2-time defending champion. Prangy in her first year. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Madlock goes down, and there's 1 away here in the first. For the second baseman, Emma George. George batting .333, 4 of 12, 4 runs scored, a walk, and she's been hit twice. 467 OBP. First pitch down for ball 1. Prangy, the former All-SEC third baseman at the University of Alabama, played last year with the Florida Vibe professionally. Called strike, 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Games 3 yesterday here on both fields are suspended mid-game as we had torrential downpours coming through. So the Finns and the Sea Cows and the Skeeters and the Aquanauts games will be made up relatively soon. So have a few more games we've lost due to weather. See if those get made up as well, as that's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Dawson makes a stop in the throw for out number 2. So about to go over the up-to-the-minute standings, and those standings fortunately have teams that have played a different amount of games, and we'll hope to get that remedied as the regular season continues. First, there's 2 outs and nobody on for Lily Parrish. First pitch, a called strike. Parrish has been outstanding in the circle for the Impact this season and also has done well at the plate. She's 6 of 15, batting .400 with 3 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, has a homer, 2 doubles, and she's been hit by a pitch. Comes in low, 2-1. So the Queens enter today's play at 8-0. They're in first place over the Aquanauts, who they will be playing today. They're in second place by themselves at 6-1. Swung on and missed, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Squeeze are in third at 6-2, followed by the Slice in fourth at 5-3. The Impact are in fifth at 4-3, followed by the Rivermocks and Finns tied for 6th at 3-4. Tie 3-2. Excuse me, the Rivermocks are at 3-3. They're in 6th by themselves. The Finns and the Sea Cows tied at 3-4, tied for 7th. Rodeo at 3-5 in 9th. Skeeters in 10th at 1-5. The Nears in 11th at 1-6, and Circus in 12th at 1-7. But as we've seen here in the FGCL, anything can happen. Nobody's out of it. Parrish draws the walk, which will bring up Ella Carter. First pitch swung on and missed. 4-1. Carter, 3 of 18, batting 167 with a run scored, 3 runs driven, and a homer, a double on the year. Foul that one back. Misses low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, 2-2. That one just misses inside, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Carter lines this to left center field, and that's going to hit up against the wall. Parrish will round third and dig for home, and she will score without a throw. And Ella Carter, with an RBI double, gives the Impact the 1-0 lead. Taylor Ellis now the batter. 2-out runner on second. First pitch is fouled off. Ellis batting 200. 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in with a double and a walk. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Again fouled away. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update. They're in the top of the second inning over on field 1, and the Skeeters have a 3-1 lead over the Rodeo. Here's 1-0 Impact, trying to add to the lead here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Ellis. Outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's popped up to deep second, now out on the grass. Making the catch is Ty for out number 3 to end the inning. But the Impact get on the board first. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 1-0 Impact. This is the FGCL. One nothing Impact as we head to the second inning. Shea, Ty, and Dawson due up 6, 7, 8. Shelby Krieger back out for her second inning of work. Krieger, a freshman at Miami, Ohio this past season. As Kendi Shea steps in, first pitch to her. Misses for ball 1. From Rootstown, Ohio. A 10.83 ERA and 21 1/3 innings pitched. "33 hits, 43 runs, 33 earned, 23 walks, 9 strikeouts, and an 0-4 record for the Red Hawks this past year. Ground ball to third. Ellis is there to stop at the throw, and there's one away. Caitlin Ty now the batter. She's hit it well. She's 7 of 15, batting .467. 6 runs scored, 5 runs driven in with a homer and a hit by pitch. A 500 OBP, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Long strike now on Ty. That one's popped up on the infield, back behind the circle. Coming in is George to make the catch for the second out. Now 2 out, nobody on for the pitcher, Ella Dawson. Dawson 5 of 17, batting .294. A run scored, 5 runs driven in, has a homer and 2 doubles. Dawson loops that one foul by the Hall of Famer Erica Beach. In her 6th season as the head coach of the Neers. Beach, the former head coach at New Mexico. Assistant at Ohio State and was an All-American pitcher for the Arizona State in her playing days. And that hits the outside corner for a called strike 3. It was dropped by Nolte, but she picked it up through to first, and that'll do it for the Nears here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0. Impact with a lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Impact with a 1-0 lead. Cameron Nolte leading things off for Manatee here in the second. First pitch is a called strike. Ella Dawson out for her second inning of work from New Mexico, freshman in 2025. Two-way player for the Lobos, as that one's in there. No balls and 2 strikes. At the play, or excuse me, in the circle, Dawson pitched 2/3 of an inning for the Lobos, trying to get more into the rotation. Native of Aldie, Virginia. Yes, Nolte with the rise, and there's one gone. For the right fielder, Addison Swink. Swink 1 of 10 with 3 runs scored, 2 runs driven in. Her one hit was a home run. A couple of walks and a hit by pitch. First pitch misses for ball 1. In 3 balls and no strikes on Swink. One of the stronger breezes we've had here in the first week plus of FGCL play, as that one comes in high for ball 4. It's blowing out here on field 2. So Swink draws the walk. They'll bring up Kenny Lang. Lang's 3 of 17, batting 176. 2 runs scored with an RBI. She has a homer and a walk. And after getting the strikeout of Nolte, Dawson's thrown 5 straight balls. So Combs is going to go out and have a word with her here. strike. That one's lifted, and it will fall just foul down the right field line. Two-two pitch. Fly ball to center field. Catch made by Harrell. Gets it in, and there's two away. That brings up the left fielder, Megan Towery. Towery batting .467. She's 7 of 15. First pitch bounces in, and Swink will get the stolen base on that one. She was going with the pitch. It's a good pitch to go on. 1 ball, no strikes. 5 of 7. No, excuse me. Towery, 7 of 15, batting .467. 4 runs scored, 6 runs driven in. Has 4 doubles and 4 walks on the season. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two, sliced foul. Again, we had a little bit of a delay here today. Didn't get underway until a little bit after 11. Still have 3 games on the slate. Slice and River Mocs next, followed by the Sea Cows and the Circus. Ground ball through for a base hit into left field. Throw will come in and be cut off, so runners now on the corners with 2 away. Impact trying to add to their 1-0 lead with the extra hitter, Chloe Montalvo. Montalvo, 5 for 16, batting .313 with 5 runs driven in, has a double and a walk. First pitch fouled back into your living room. The Owens in there for a strike, and the throw down as the runner is caught in between first and second. Coming in to steal home is Swink, and Towery will take third on the overthrow. So Swink comes in, stealing home. Towery will steal second and then take third on the E4. Yeah, E4 on the overthrow. So she's now on third is Towery. It's 2-0. Impact with the lead. Now the umpire is going to get together to have a discussion. Impact may be wanting Towery to be allowed to come in to score as well. I think it was a ball. No, 2 strike. So 2. The 0-2 pitch. That comes in and that hits Montalvo on the right foot. And a painful free pass issued to Montalvo. Slip by pitch, puts runners on the corners with 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, and Taryn Madlock. First pitch is outside for ball 1, and they're not going to throw down this time. Runner now on second with the stolen base. Called strike, 1-1. Kinsley Peak is running for Montalvo, and she's now at second with the stolen base. Foul back, 1-2. Madlock from Bourne, Texas, the sophomore this past season at UTSA. Batted 185 for the Roadrunners with 5 RBIs, a homer, and 2 doubles. Scored 3 runs for Van Suderman squad. Takes that outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taken to deep second, ranging back, making the catch on the grass is Ty for out number 3 to end the inning. But the Impact add to their lead as they get 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 left. We played 2, Impact 2, Nears nothing. This is the FGCL. Two nothing Impact as we move to the 3rd inning. Lamont, Harrell, and Love do up for the Pioneers. They've had runners on 2nd and 3rd back in the 1st inning, weren't able to convert. Trying to get something going here in the 3rd against Shelby Krieger. Starting with Sydney Lamont. First pitch misses for ball 1. Lamont batting .381. There's a strike, 1-1. 8 for 21 with 4 runs scored, 7 runs driven in. Has 2 homers, 2 doubles, including a homer yesterday. And another one today. That one's way back, way gone. Lands in roughly the same spot that the round tripper yesterday did for Sydney Lamont. And the Nears are on the board. It's now 2-1. Sydney Lamont, her third home run of the summer and her 8th RBI. Brings up Jet Harrell. First pitch, low for ball 1. Harrell with a .294 average, 5 of 17, 5 runs scored with a double. A walk and 2 hit by pitches lines this one to short, where Lange is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order, and Haley Love, she lined out her first time. First pitch is a little high for ball 1. Love, a freshman at Georgia Highlands this past season from Hampton, Georgia. Had a .311 average with 6 RBIs and 5 doubles. Foul away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Went too far around on the check swing, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball to right center field on the run, tracking it down, making great catch. His Swink for out number 2. So now 2 out, nobody on for the right fielder, Gwynn Hall. First pitch is a strike. All singled back in the first inning. Got away, ball and 2 strikes. All a freshman at McNeese in 2025 from Roland, Arkansas. For the Cowgirls, batted .214 with 5 RBIs, a homer, 3 doubles, and 5 runs scored, a .313 OBP. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got her to chase. And that'll do it for the Nears here in the third, but the Nears get on the board. A solo homer by Sydney Lamont. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. We move to the bottom of the third. 2-1. Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the third inning, 2-1 Impact with the lead. Emma George leading things off. She grounded out her first time. First pitch is in there for a strike. George from Groveland, Florida. Freshman at Eastern Florida State this past year. Eastern Florida State batted .268 with 30 RBIs, 14 doubles, 27 runs scored, and a .312 OBP. Swing and a miss, strike three, got it with a rise, and there's one down. That will bring up Lily Parrish, Desiree Blair. She walked and scored her first time. Over on field one, they're in the top of the fourth. Skeeters with a 4-2 lead over the Rodeo. Paris, a freshman at North Carolina from Mechanicsville, Virginia. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. It's a PO for the Tar Heels, but has been a big offensive contributor for the Impact. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kind of what this league is too, to help players like Parrish add something to the repertoire. As remember a couple years ago, Lexi Sosa played for the Squeeze while she was in the transfer portal. And comes in low for ball 4. She had been a pitcher only at UCLA, then forced into duty at the plate for the Squeeze and helped lead them to the championship game offensively. And next thing you know, she's batting at Mississippi State and being a big contributor. So Parrish walks for the second time today. Ella Carter steps in, takes the first pitch for ball 1. Carter had an RBI double her first time up. Carter, a sophomore this past season at Miami, Ohio, from New York, New York. She transferred to Miami from Indiana. Had a good year for the Red Hawks with a .307 batting average. Knocked in 38 runs, 10 homers, a triple, 8 doubles, and 28 runs scored. A .358 OBP for Miami. Takes a 4-pitch walk. So back-to-back walks, puts runners on first and second with 1 out. For the third baseman, Taylor Ellis. Ellis popped out her first time. I'm going to have a courtesy runner out on second for Parrish. Madlock goes out to run. Dawson looks in the first pitch. Puts down a bunt, and it's foul. Ellis, a freshman this past season at Franklin Pierce from Crandall, Texas. Batted .274 for Franklin Pierce. That's lined to short. They'll throw to first to try to get a double play and throw it away, which will allow Madlock to take third. So we got the line out for the second out of the inning, and then the second error of the game for the Pioneers, putting runners now on the corners. Cameron Nolte, the batter, she struck out her first time. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Trying to get Cotton a run down, but no throw, so a stolen base by Carter. And the count's 0-1. Nolte, a freshman at Florida Southern in 2025. Batted .250 with a couple of runs scored and a couple of runs driven in. One-two, off speed, swung on and missed. 4-strike-3, dropped behind the plate, so they'll throw down to get the out, and that will do it. Impact get a couple on here in the third, but can't add to their lead. No runs, no hits. There was one error and two left. We played three. It is still 2-1 Impact. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning, 6-2. Nears with the lead. First pitch to Addison Swink is outside for ball one. Swink walked and scored her first time. Called strike, 1-1. Swink, a Belmont Bruin. Swings and misses there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. From Tampa, Florida. She scored 11 runs for the Bruins this past season. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 1 away. As there's a new pitcher in the game for the Pioneers, Caprice Barella, replacing Ella Dawson. Kennedy Lang at the plate. She is 0 for 1. First pitch, fouled away for strike 1. So Dawson went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits and 2 runs that were both earned. She struck out 4, walked 4, and hit a batter. Swing and a miss. 0-2. That one's foul tipped in the glove for strike 3. And the Pioneers, with all the momentum right now, back-to-back strikeouts, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. For the left fielder, Megan Towery. She singled her first time. Ground ball, and that's going to get through. 4-base hit. Towery now 2 for 2 on the day. Shea tried to make the stop, but it got past her. That will now bring up Chloe Montalvo. Montalvo was hit by a pitch her first time. Junior at Stony Brook this past season in the transfer portal. First pitch is to the backstop. And Towery will take second on the wild pitch. Fouled away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike. Ball is lifted to deep right field, ranging back and unable to make the catch is Hall. Coming in to score is Towery, and that'll be a double for Chloe Montalvo, and the Impact get a run back. It's now 6-3. Now Peak will go out to run again for Montalvo, courtesy. And a new batter will be up for the Impact. First pitch to her is high for ball 1. Skylar Rucker stepping in for the first time today. She came in as a defensive replacement an inning ago. Becker, 5 of 16, batting .313 with 5 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, had 2 doubles and 3 walks. Barella making her 6th appearance for the Nears. She's pitched 12 1/3 innings entering today. It's popped up. That's going to stay in play. And the catch is made by Combs for out number 3 to retire the side. The Impact get a run here in the 4th. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4, 6-3. Nears with the lead. This is the FGCL. Gwynn Hall to lead things off for the Pioneers as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Hall is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. First pitch bounces in for ball 1. Ellis is the new catcher behind home plate. And Parrish is your new 3rd baseman. One ball, 1 strike. Ground ball, and that's going to get through. Second hit of the day for Gwynn Hall. Just past the diving lane short. We'll bring up Bailey Davis. Correction, new batter for the Pioneers. Maddie Baker now at the plate, replacing Bailey Davis. They'll throw down, and caught stealing is Gwynn Hall. So after the caught stealing, he races the base runner. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike on Baker, who is batting .385, 5 of 13 with 4 runs scored, 2 runs driven in with a double and 4 walks. Fouled off, 1-2. Correction, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to get just past George, trying to range over from second. So, back-to-back base hits for the Nears. They try to add to their 6-3 lead here in the 5th inning. Leah Sims will now be the batter. She's 0 for 1 with a fly out, a walk, and a run scored. First pitch is a strike. Count now 1-1. That away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shout out to Evo Shield, the official jersey provider of the FGCL and the entire American Collegiate League. The 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside edge, and there's 2 away. That brings up Gabby Evans for the first time today. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Evans batting .250, 4 of 16 with a run scored. 2 walks and hit by a pitch. Called strike, 1-1. Called strike. Thrown back behind Baker, but she's back in time. She went too far around for strike 3 on the check swing on the rise, and that'll do it for the Pioneers here in the 5th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We stretch here on field 2. We move to the bottom of the 5th. 6-3, Pioneers with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, 6-3, Nears with the lead. Emma George leading things off for the Impact here in the home half of the 5th. Reese Barella back out for her 2nd inning of work. A few defensive changes for the Pioneers. First pitch, low and in for ball 1. Evans is now behind the plate. Lamont stays at 3rd. Ty moves over to short. Shea over to 2nd. And Baker, your new first baseman. 2 balls, no strikes. It's a 5-run 4th inning for the Pioneers. It gave them the lead that they're trying to hold on to. Ground ball to 2nd. And the throw from Shea pulls Baker off the bag, and she's not able to recover the ball and get her foot back on the bag. So the E4 starts things off for the Impact here in the 5th. 3rd error of the day for the Pioneers. And that will bring up Lily Parrish, who's walked twice and scored once. First pitch is a called strike. High and away, 1-1. One, two. Parrish lines this to 2nd, and that one is going to get down. Parrish reaches, runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody out. The 2nd error of the inning puts runners now on 1st and 2nd with nobody out for Ella Carter. 1 for 1. First pitch, foul back for strike 1. RBI double in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, did Carter. Now she's the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one's fouled off. And that got Gabby Evans behind home plate, and she's going to walk that one off. Reminder to follow the FGCL and the American Collegiate League on all social media platforms, including Instagram and Twitter. And you'll have an opportunity there. Hit the Donate Now button and contribute to this league and help it be the best it can be and help the players improve. Those in the portal find new homes. 0-2 the count after the foul ball as Evans will settle back in behind home plate. And Barella took too long for Carter. She'll reset. Swings and misses. At strike 3, and there's one gone. That'll bring up Taylor Ellis with one out, runners on first and second. She's 0 for 2. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Two balls, one strike. That one bounces in, and the runners will advance on the wild pitch. It's high for ball 4. That will load the bases here with one out for Cam Nolte. She's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Has a chance here to cut in the lead, tie things up, or even take the lead for the Impact. Again, coming up next here on field number 2, we'll have the Slice and the River Mocs, followed up by the Sea Cows and the Circus. Nolte steps in. First pitch is grounded, and it will stay foul. As it was right along the chalk line down that third base line. Lamont waited for it to tick foul and then grab it. Hopped up, and the over-the-shoulder catch is made by Shea at second. And there's 2 away. Just a massive second out for the Nears. So that will bring up Addison Swink. 0 for 1 with a strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. Bases loaded now, 2 outs. Nears lead it by 3. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. looks in. Now asks for time. Pitch a swing. Is lifted in foul ground, and it will get out of play. Slice down out of play on the right field side. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded. High and outside. Correction, that makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the Nears dance out of danger here in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits. There were 2 errors and 3 left. We played 5. It is 6-3. Nears with the lead. This is the FGCL. Six-3 Nears as we open up the 6th inning. Kennedy Shea, the batter, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Heading the count 2-0. One change in the field for the impact. Peak is now in right field. So Towery, Rucker, Peak from left to right in the outfield. For the impact, trying to keep the Nears where they are. They have a chance in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Counts now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. A little bit low for ball 4. And the
Nears have leadoff man on. Second walk of the day for Shea.
They'll bring up Caitlin Ty. She is 1 for 2, had an RBI double and scored in the fourth. First pitch misses for ball one. Final over on field one. Rodeo, a come from behind 5-4 win over the Skeeters. That win for the Rodeo snaps a 2-game losing streak. They're now 4-5 on the year. Skeeters fall to 1-6. Their losing streak now sits at 3. Fouled away, and the count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball to third. Paris has it and will throw. Beating it out is Ty. Infield single for Caitlin Ty, her second hit of the day, putting now runners on first and second with nobody out. And that brings up Lillian Berry, getting her first at-bat of the day. First pitch is low for ball one. Berry on the year, 1 of 8 with a run scored and a double. A couple of walks. Called strike on the inside edge. Counts now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runners on first and second. The Nears trying to add to their 6-3 lead here in the top of the 6th. Berry fouls that one off, probably would have been ball 4. But the Charlotte 49er will set back in, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Takes that one too low for ball 4, and now the bases are loaded for the Nears with nobody out. For Sydney Lamont, who's 2 for 2 on the day, solo homer in the third, a 2-run homer in the fourth. Now she steps up with the bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch to her is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lamont grounds this one to short. They're going to throw home. And just in time to get Shea at the plate for out number 1. So Ty to third, Barry to second, and Lamont reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 out now, the bases remain loaded. It's still 6-3, and Jet Harrell will be the batter. First pitch to her is a called strike. Shelby Krieger trying to be the true Houdini artist here. Goes too far around on the check swing. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Harrell goes down on 3 pitches. And there's 2 away. For Haley Love, she's 0 for 3. First pitch. Drops in for a called strike. That one's popped up and it's going to be foul. 1-2. That one swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. And Shelby Krieger, after the bases were loaded with nobody outs, induces a fielder's choice and 2 strikeouts and keeps the Pioneers from scoring here in the 6th. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th, still 6-3, Nears with the lead. This is the FGCL. Kenny Lang leading things off for the Impact as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Nears lead at 6-3, but the Impact had the momentum after the Nears loaded the bases with nobody out in the 6th and could not get a run across. That one's popped up, foul ground, and it will hit up against the backstop for a foul ball. Lang's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. Impact has 8, 9, 10 due up here. Two 2-0. Foul tipped in the glove for strike 3. Lang goes down on strikes. She chased her eyes. There's one away. Also a new pitcher for the Pioneers. Bailey Davis now in, replacing Caprice Barella. First pitch is a ball, on the inside for Megan Towery, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. Barella went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Fouled back, 1 ball, 1 strike. She struck out 4 and walked 1. Also got out of a bases loaded jam herself in the 5th. Called strike. For Davis, her 5th appearance, she's pitched 8 innings, with an 0-1 record, 11 runs allowed. They've all been earned. 9.63 the ERA as that one's lined to left. That's down for a base hit. So a 3 for 3 day for Megan Towery. The Impact trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 6th inning, down 3. The bottom of the order. Chloe Montalvo will be the batter. 1 for 1 was hit by a pitch in the 2nd and had an RBI double in the 4th. Entering today's game, Davis has given up 13 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks for a 2 whip. First pitch to Montalvo is taken to right field, and that's going to fall for an opposite field base hit. Well, the bottom of the order now, the 9 and 10 batters for the Impact have all in 6 plate appearances. They have reached base 6 times. And we head back to the top of the order, and Skylar Rucker, who had a foul out her first time. She does represent the tying run at the plate. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. That one's taken to left, and the catch is made by Love, and there's 2 outs. So now 2 outs, runners on first and second for the second baseman, Emma George. She's 0 for 3, reached on error last inning. First pitch inside for ball 1. That one comes inside. 3 balls, no strikes. That's right in there, 3-1. Popped up to short. Ty makes the catch for out number 3 to retire the side, and a couple more scoring chances go by the wayside for the Impact. Here in the 6th, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We move to the 7th, still 6-3 Nears. This is the FGCL. Gwen Hall leading things off for the Nears here in the top of the 7th inning. 6-3 Nears with the lead. Hall is 2 for 3 on the day with a couple of singles. Went too far around on the check swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's fouled away. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goes opposite way, but fouls that one off. Count remains 2-2. Too far out. Counts full 3-2. High and tight for ball 4. So leadoff walk for Gwen Hall. Brings up Maddie Baker. She singled her first time. Fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. Baker swings and misses. So a little too far inside, 2-2. Baker swings and misses. That's strike 3. And there's one down. That brings up Caprice Barella, getting her first at-bat of the day. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Barella moved into the EP spot after she was taken out of the circle. Barella 6 of 11, batting .545. Run scored, run driven in. That bunt is foul. 2-1. Fouled it off. Counts full at 3-2. 1 out runner on first. Ground ball to short. Stop made. They'll throw to second for 1. Won't be able to turn the double play. Barella beat it out. There's now 2 away. So now 2 outs to the runner on first for Gabby Evans. She struck out her first time up. pitch swung on a miss. Evans takes it to shallow right. That's going to fall for a base hit. Barella, will round second, and she's safe at third. The runners now on the corners with 2 outs. Runner coming out. Jet Harrell will run on first for the catcher Evans. So now runners on the corners, 2 outs. Kendi Shea will be the batter as the Pioneers trying to add to the 6-3 lead here in the top of the 7th. Slice and River Mocs coming up next. Sea Cows and the Circus will be our final game. Over on field 1, the Fins and the Squeeze will be getting underway in just a minute. First pitch is low for ball 1, and Harrell will still second without a throw. Now the count on Shea, who's 0 for 1. She walked and scored back in the 4th inning. Fouled back, 2-1. Swept across the zone for a strike, 2-2. That one's skied to shallow right, ranging back and making an over-shoulder catch is the second baseman George for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Nears here in the 7th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning, the last chance for the Impact. It's 6-3. Nears with the lead. This is the FGCL. Six-3 Pioneers as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, the last chance for the Impact. Lily Parrish will lead things off. She's 0 for 1 with a walk. Reached on error her last time up in the 5th. First pitch bounces in for ball one. He has 2 walks and a run scored. Does Parrish. 3-4-5 due up for the Impact. Bailey Davis looking to close this one out in her second inning of relief in the circle for the Nears. High in, 2 balls, no strikes. That one is going to be a fair ball. Not a hard hit ball, but fair for the base hit. And the Impact start things off here in the 7th with a bloop single. And that will bring up Ella Carter. 1 for 2 on the day. Had an RBI double in the first. Walked in the third, struck out in the 5th. First pitch is in the dirt for ball one. Carter takes that one high and tight. 3 balls, no strikes. Four-pitch walk to Carter now puts runners on first and second with nobody out, and the Impact bring the tying run to the plate here in the 7th. And Rucker will come in to courtesy run for Parrish on second, with Taylor Ellis stepping to the plate. Ellis is 0 for 2. He'll pop out, a line out, and a walk. Erica Beach is going out and asking for the umpires to get together to discuss something. I honestly don't know what.
She's been running for the whole game.
I think it's a question of whether or not Parrish is allowed to be courtesy run for. She hasn't pitched today, but she is one of the pitchers for the Impact. think it's already happened once today that Parrish
She's
has
been running
been
for her all
run for.
game. She's been running for her all game. Rutgers been 3's been running for 6 all game. I don't know. This is the 3rd time she's done it.
So Parrish.
Because Rutgers been running for 6, and then Peak's been running for the catcher. I think the catcher.
So Parrish has been allowed to be pinch run for as a courtesy. First time, or first couple times that she's reached, but now this time she is not going to be allowed to be pinch run for. I don't believe. Now the umps are going to get together again. And Bailey Davis staying warm because these are very important batters that are about to come up as the tying run is coming to the plate for the impact. So you have Parrish now on second, Carter on first. Taylor Ellis is the batter. 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch is high for ball 1. Is a blooper that is caught. And Parrish was too far off the second base bag. Time tracked it down, made the catch. And whether the infield fly rule was called or not, there's now 2 away. Last chance is Cameron Nolte, and she lines it to third. The catch is made by Sydney Lamont, and that's the ball game. Your final score: Pioneers 6, Impact 3. For the Impact, here in the here in the 7th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. For the Neers, they got 6 runs on 10 hits. They committed 4 errors and left 9 on. The Impact, 3 runs on 7 hits. They did not commit an error. They left 12 runners on base. With the victory, the Pioneers improved to 2-6 with the victory, and the Impact fall to 4-4 with the loss, snapping a 3-game win streak. Once again, your final score: Pioneers 6, Impact 3. Coming up next here on field number 2, we have the Slice and the Rivermocks coming up in approximately 30 minutes. Until then, I'm Tom Canterbury, and this is the FGCL.